So when something starts trending on Twitter or Facebook or even on WhatsApp, people will just share it without giving it much thought. The older generation is spreading a lot of false information on WhatsApp. Let me say what somebody would do to check if at all what you've seen online is credible or not. You just first search it on Google and you will find if it's credible or not, depending on where it has actually been published. Is it a website that is notorious for fake news? Some websites actually have a disclaimer saying what has been published here is fiction, it is satire, it's satirical. So if you take it seriously and just share it, you'll be sharing false news, but actually the website gave a disclaimer. Another thing people should look out for is miscaptioned photos. Right now we have a lot of photos going around. For example, there's one about bodies, a very graphic video of dead bodies washing up ashore, and the claim on that video was that governments were throwing dead bodies of COVID-19 victims into the ocean once they passed on. But that was not true. These were actually African migrants who died as they were trying to migrate from their home country. Also, when it comes to images, it's very simple. You can just do a reverse image search. We use RevEye. Then when you right click on the photo, you can reverse image search and you'll see the origin of the photo.
Now, Gichuhi says she's impressed with the Kenyan government and how they're sending people information about COVID-19. But she says she's also seeing a few worrying trends.
The other thing we should look out for is false home remedies. People keep saying that if you inhale steam, you will get cured from coronavirus, but that is not true. Others that worry me a lot is the fact that leaders don't understand that they're in a very influential position in that whatever they say, people will take it seriously and run with it as a truth. They tend to downplay the risks posed by COVID-19, and eventually it will cause real harm, and people who exhibit the symptoms of COVID-19 will definitely not go to hospital because they think they can treat it at home. Speaking in the case of Kenya, the Ministry of Health, we always have press briefings every afternoon, giving an update of the cases that we have as at now. And they also allow time for journalists to actually ask questions pertaining to the COVID-19 pandemic. The government is also sending text messages to our phones as a nation. Everyone gets a message weekly, either telling us what to look out for, how to know whether you're infected or not, and what to do in case you're infected. I know I can call 719 or dial *719# and I'll get the necessary help. Yes.
Grace Gichuhi speaking to me from Kenya. Now, the folks at Africa Check were kind enough to share with us 5 things you should remember before pressing send. Take a look.
Here are Africa Check's 5 questions to ask before forwarding a message. Number 5, who wrote it? Many fake messages, especially forwarded ones, don't say who wrote the message. If you aren't sure who wrote the message or where its claims come from, be careful. Number 4, can I verify the claims? Many fake messages don't give sources for their claims or use unreliable sources like Hoax news sites. Ask the sender if the same claim has been reported on any trusted news sites or other sources, and make sure these aren't hoax sites.
Trust but verify.
Number 3, does the info make me scared or angry? Fake messages might try to make us scared or angry about something. Before you share, ask yourself if the message is playing on your fears or prejudices. Number 2, does it include shocking pictures, video or audio? Many fake messages use pictures, video or audio to trick us. These could be edited to be misleading. They could also be taken from a different event in another time or place. And lastly, number 1, am I sure this is not a hoax? Don't share information unless you are absolutely sure it's true. Just because it's on a website or social media doesn't mean it's true. You can also search the claims on reliable news sites or fact-checking websites.